Good morning. Are you Keith John Davis? And Mr. Davis, this is your initial appearance in cause number 26 DCCR 0096. You're charged with the first-degree felony offense of aggravated robbery from October 23rd of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
I've been working on it, but it's a court appointment. So
Right.
I haven't heard anything.
So when you're in custody, we give you a court-appointed attorney automatically. But if you make bond, then I expect you to at least try to hire your own lawyer.
So I'm working on it. I'm talking to Charles Ross.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is reset your case for about 30 days or so. That'll give you some time to try to get someone hired. If you get someone hired before that next court date, bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before that next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the people you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. And if you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand? Yeah. All right, if you step in front of the clerk, she'll give you your reset notice. Daryl Albertton. Good morning, you're Daryl Albertton.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Albertton, did you get someone hired?
Right at the moment, I'm working on getting new jobs. They ain't paying me enough. You know, I got bills and I pay child support.
Where are you working?
It's they ain't giving me no per diem. So I'm gonna go offshore. I'll be able to do it. I've been talking to people, so
You've been coming here for a long time,
oh,
right?
I might have somebody this time though. I'm talking to a guy named Daryl
Who'd you talk to this last time?
Ruthie, Whitney Jones, and Todd Ashley.
Speak up, please. I'm sorry.
Rudy, Whitney Jones, and Todd Ashley.
Where are those
They
located?
in Beaumont.
Not a single one of those are criminal defense attorneys here in Beaumont
But they attorney, they lawyer.
that handle criminal cases.
Yeah.
What'd they tell you that they would charge you?
Well, you got 35 up front,
Who?
3,500. But some you know, they don't do payment plan, but I found out Daryl Ward, he do payment plans.
Daryl Ward?
Yeah, I found out about him by dude named Thibodeau out there.
I don't know any of the names you're saying. I've been here for 30 years. So what are your hours? How about how many hours a week do you get?
Sometimes we get like 40 hours a week, or
At how much an hour?
it's like 22. But you know, I got child support and I got all that.
But you've been, I'm looking back now and I don't know how we've let this go as long as we have. You've had plenty of time to save up. Even if you saved $20 a week, you could have been where you needed to be.
You know,
So you got to make this a priority.
yes, ma'am.
I need someone hired before the next court date. This is your final reset. I know you have bills and child support and things like that, but you got a good job, you've got to get some money and save it and get someone hired before that next court date. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Step in front of the clerk. Brisa de Hoyos. Good morning. Are you Brisa de Hoyos? And Ms. de Hoyos, did you get someone hired?
No, ma'am, but I did want to get a court appointed.
Okay. Did you talk to some lawyers like I asked you to?
Yes, and it's in my other things broke.
You didn't write it down or,
So it was in my notes in my other thing.
okay. Are you working?
No, ma'am.
Why not?
Briss is just 19, and the judge isn't cutting her any slack. She's got to show she's serious about hiring a lawyer or risk bond consequences. This is real pressure. balancing job hunting, court orders, and her future. What would you do if you were in her shoes?
I'm looking for a job right now.
Are you? Where are you looking?
I was gonna go back to fast food. I do hair though.
Okay, well, if you were gonna go back to fast food, when were you gonna do that?
As soon as I get hired,
Have you been making applications?
been to a couple of interviews.
But what?
I haven't been getting any calls back.
How old are you?
19.
I'm gonna have you fill out some paperwork this morning to see if you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. You need to fill it out accurately and completely. You're gonna swear under oath that it's all true and correct, and then I'll take a look at it. Step in front of the clerk and she'll give
Things
you.
get intense. She has to fill out her forms under oath. One mistake could land her in more trouble. It's a tense reminder. In court, every word and signature really matters. Can she handle the pressure and
She'll give you that paperwork. John Gray?
Yeah, man, Daryl.
Good morning, sir. You're John Gray?
Yes.
And Mr. Gray, this is, I'll say you've been here before. Did you get someone hired?
No, but I am selling my house. We're closing 60 days. Already got a contract on it. Paperwork. That I can do self-representation.
Well, that's typically not advisable. Did you bring any paperwork to show that your house is under contract by
Not
chance?
in my phone. I've got the contract. Actually signed. It's signed. Day, when, too long ago, last week, I think.
John Gray thought he could keep working his side hustle. But the judge shuts that down immediately. Step out of line on bond, and it's straight back to jail. This is a masterclass in balancing freedom with strict court conditions. Could you manage?
Are you working?
Yeah, I'm self-employed.
Doing what?
Self-employed.
Doing what?
State federal labor laws. Poster.
Okay. That's what you're here for and in trouble for, right?
Yes, but no.
Well, here, okay, let's start with this.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, as a condition of your bond, I am ordering you not to attempt to sell or go into any business and hold yourself out to work for the Department of Labor or anything. Listen to what I'm saying. You cannot sell any poster or anything that has to do with employment, labor law, anything like that to a business while you're on my bond. Do you understand?
Okay.
You need to go get a job working for someone.
Yeah.
Okay? And so that you can afford an attorney. If you can get one when you sell your house, great, but I'm resetting your case 30 days. When you come back, I want you to either have a job or show me where you have attempted to get a job, and filled out applications or whatever it is. And again, if you are caught continuing to sell or attempt to sell any type of poster or paraphernalia or anything at all, there's no loopholes in what I'm telling you. Cannot do what you've been doing. Do you understand? If you do, your bond will be raised for violating that court order and you'll be back in jail. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, step in front of the clerk for your reset.
We close 60 days on the.
You're getting a 30-day reset. I want you to do what I asked you to
Yeah.
do between now and then.
Fine, right there.